The aunt who tried to replace me. So this whole mess started pretty quietly. My sister-in-law Rachel began showing up every Wednesday while I worked late. At first, it honestly felt like a blessing. She adored my kids, my 12-year-old Daisy and my 8-year-old Evan. Or at least she put on a convincing act. She'd show up with snacks, offer to help with homework, make comments like, "You're such a hardworking mom, I'm happy to pitch in." It all seemed harmless. But within a few weeks, my kids started acting weird, quiet, jumpy. Daisy would just shrug when I asked about her day. Evan would cling to me like he was scared of something but wouldn't say what. They'd literally cry when I picked them up from Rachel's house. And then came the comments. "Aunt Rachel says you don't love us as much as she does. Aunt Rachel says good moms stay home. Aunt Rachel says you'd be happier without kids stressing you." I confronted my husband, Adam, and he basically told me I was ungrateful and paranoid. He insisted Rachel was doing us a huge favor by babysitting for free. Anytime I even hinted at switching childcare, Rachel would burst into tears and Adam would jump to her defense like she was made of glass. His whole family acted like she was Mother Teresa. Meanwhile, she was wedging herself into every part of my kids' lives, showing up at school events uninvited, going to doctor appointments without asking, signing them up for random activities like she had co-parenting rights. And somehow I looked like the unreasonable one for being uncomfortable. But Daisy, she wasn't buying the act anymore. She watched Rachel like a hawk. No more sleepovers, no more going into her house alone. She asked me questions about manipulation, emotional abuse, what counts as lying. At the time, I chalked it up to tween stuff. I had no idea she was building a whole case. Thanksgiving came, and Rachel was mid-monologue about how she had stepped up where a mother couldn't, when Daisy just stood up, calm, cold, scary, confident. "Aunt Rachel, why did you tell us Mom doesn't love us?" Instant pin drop silence. Rachel fake laughed, tried playing it off, and Daisy held up her tablet like it was Excalibur. "Then why do I have recordings?" Turns out my 12-year-old had been recording every disturbing thing Rachel said for months. And oh boy, we listened to a full-on psychological horror show. Rachel telling my son I plan to send him away. Rachel calling me unstable. Rachel saying she wished she were their real mom. At one point, a clip played of Evan sobbing while she told him, "Your mommy doesn't like loud boys, but I love you." My mother-in-law actually stood up shaking. Rachel tried to spin it as emotionally preparing the kids, which somehow made everyone even angrier. Adam finally snapped, banned her from the kids, banned her from the house, everything. Her own husband ended up divorcing her. I honestly thought that was the end. Yeah, no. Fast forward a year. Daisy comes to me pale and shaking, holding her tablet like it's a bomb. "Mom, I didn't play all the recordings." I felt my stomach drop into my toes. She hit play. Rachel's voice. "The pills are working. She's weaker every week." Next clip. "I put more in her coffee today. By Christmas, she'll be too sick to fight for custody." My whole body went cold. Because yeah, I had been exhausted for months. Dizzy, shaky. Doctor said stress. Spoiler, it wasn't stress. Daisy swallowed hard. "Mom, there's more." Then a phone call recording. "Adam already trusts me more than her. When she breaks down, he'll let me raise the kids." And then the final punch to the soul. "The recordings aren't from last year. I kept recording. She's been coming back." I said, "That's impossible. She's banned." But Daisy's voice cracked. "Dad lets her in when you're at work." I grabbed my phone and called Adam, straight to voicemail. Daisy opened the last recording. Adam's voice. "The papers are ready, Rachel. Once she's declared unfit, we'll get custody. After that, we can finally be together." Then Daisy whispered, "Mom, I recorded them kissing." Right then, my phone buzzed with a text from Adam. "Working late. Rachel offered to watch the kids. See you tomorrow." I pulled up the security cameras. Both of their cars were in my driveway. My blood turned to ice. I whispered, "Daisy, go pack. Now." We left that night and didn't look back. Click the full story to see what happened next.